The Bible says this, and I want to quote again and again, then I tell you all the points I want you to get this night. It says in Genesis 2:24, the Bible is very clear. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall become one flesh. So that is one thing.
Yeah.
Look at 25. 25 says, the same book of Proverbs, in Genesis, verse 25. When God has put a man and the woman together, and it says, they shall not be put asunder.
Yeah.
So the Bible says, what God has put together, no man shall put asunder. And I want these ones to come very clear to you again, so that you understand the theme of God. God knew there are some things that will come and is likely to bring these people, or to bring the man and the woman who is in marriage into separation.
Yeah.
Some forces will come and separate this man and separate this woman and make them, the two people live lives apart when God needed them to live together or to stay together as husband and wife. So you say, and they were all both naked, and the man and his wife were not ashamed.
Embarrassed.
They were not embarrassed. So there is nothing that was apart. There was transparency. There was so much transparency between this man and the wife. It was very clear between the two of them. They were naked. They were never embarrassed. So that is how free they were. That is how free the man and the woman they were. They were not ashamed. They were not ashamed.
So when you begin to be ashamed
of your husband,
you are done.
There is something that happened.
There is a force behind it.
Now, this is what happened. Immediately the marriage was attacked. And these people were put into that kind of shame. They started now looking for mistakes.
Yeah.
After sin. The wife was not called the flesh of my flesh.
She was called a woman.
A woman. This woman you brought.
So blame game.
Blame game began because something has gone wrong. Then what happened? Life was changed. They were kicked out of Eden. Eden, where there was God, where there was everything prepared.
They started to strain.
They started to strain.
Yeah.
If the unity of the couple is at attack, they shall be subjected to straining in other part of the life.
Oh my God.
You will strain. The devil knows that. You will strain.
Yeah.
Financially. You will be crippled as far as your destiny is concerned by just the unity of the wife and the husband being attacked. So once this unity is already under attack, you are crippled. So that transparency is supposed to be there. You are supposed to walk out in a relationship protected and shielded by God. That you are not ashamed of your wife. You are not ashamed of your husband. That unity is there. You are seeing her right. Your eyes are open to see love. You can love from your heart. But once your mind is at attack, I have seen this happen. Spiritual manipulation. A man is shown the reason why he can't prosper is his wife. I have seen men who cannot enter their own houses. When they see their wife coming, they run away. Yeah. Because they are told this wife is a problem. Now let me show this. Relationship between a husband and wife, even they are sleeping, is not normal. It is not normal. It is not normal. Intimacy between a husband and a wife is not usual. That's why the Bible says the believing husband sanctifies the unbelieving wife.
And the vice versa.
And the vice versa.
For the sake
So
of the
there is
children.
sanctification because
Yeah.
of the children. That's why
Cleansing.
God has provided that. So in intimacy between our husband and wife is cleansing.
Yeah.
So if all of them are born again, they are believing, they sanctify each other. There is cleansing so that the children will not be defiled.
To be holy.
So that the children will come out not defiled.
Amen.
So God says this, for the woman which has husband is bound by the law to her husband so long as he lives. But if the husband dies, she is loose from the law of her husband. This is the book of Romans 7 verse 2.
Yeah.
So the wife is bound to that husband as long as the husband lives. And vice versa. So there is that binding of that law. Now, Paul speaks this again in 1 Corinthians chapter 7. And to the married I command, yet not I, but the Lord. Let not the wife depart from her husband, but if she departs, let her remain unmarried or be reconciled to her husband. And let not husband put away his wife. So this is the parameters to guard that relationship, to keep it together. So when you are married and a person divorces you, the law here, the word of God tells us, this person has set you to be a prostitute. Whoever marries you, you are already forcing her or forcing him to be a prostitute. That relationship is not held as a legal one before God. So the devil can reduce you into a prostitute the rest of your days. An adulterer the rest of your days. That you are rejected, you are not acceptable because you could not hold on to the relationship that you were given. God wanted the offspring that come from you to be godly.
Amen.
That is why in Malachi chapter 2, from verse 14 to 16, that's where God says clearly, I hate divorce.
Yeah.
And say, if you break the faith of the wife of your youth, even your prayers will not be accepted. He will reject that prayer. So the devil knows if he pushes you to reject the husband or have so much things, there shall be death of that marriage. If there is death of that marriage, then destiny that we had together is also crushed.
Now, if I may ask, before you continue, maybe something else that you want to speak. Is it possible that people can be living together under the same roof and people are seeing them out there, but they know the kind of life, the way they are living, they are not together, they are just there for cover up?
You are talking where I was going to. You are already there. There is that real divorce. You divorce and you show it. It has come out. There is a spiritual divorce.
Wow, that's
and the mind divorce.
And the physical
where
divorce.
you have divorced your husband in your mind. I want you to understand, ladies and gentlemen, the way I understand the Bible, the devil did not kick, and God did not kick the devil out from heaven by telling him, devil, now arise, go. My understanding in the Bible shows me he thought him out. And when he thought him out, that means he is out of the planning of God. He fell like a lightning. What if God would say in the mouth, go out?
Disaster.
I don't know what would have happened. He thought him just out. So there are husbands who are in the family. And already they left their wives.
They divorced them.
In the mind.
In the mind.
And also in the spirit. So all what they are left with is acting. That pretense. That we are together because we don't want the community to say, because they know some know community hates that.
Not even God.
Not even God. Because they know God knows that this one I divorced. So the devil knows now, once you are not one in mind, one in the spirit, God will never command a blessing to the family. So it will be that there is no happiness. Joy is attacked. When joy withers, everything withers. So you meet these people are not happy because that is what the devil is targeting. If the devil sees that your mind will be one, your heart will be one, you still love your husband, you still love your wife, he will attack other areas. He may attack finances, he may attack the body, he may attack to try that love. And when you see that love is strong, you cannot, he leaves you. He leaves you because you are strong. You know where you find strength. But if you can't move away from God and away from the life of God, that means the devil is easily able to access you and easily overthrow your life. So there are so many people together today parading as husbands and wife,
but they are not.
But they divorced many years ago in their minds. They divorced many years ago in their spirits. They don't have any attachment, any feeling, any connection again with each other. So the joy is destroyed. Now, if the devil knows you don't die slowly, that slow death of just not feeling to have that person, he will attack character. It is character that brings trust in a marriage. So there are women who have been attacked by the devil, that they don't have control of their own body. They can sleep with any man who comes around.
And they are married.
And they are married. They can't own themselves. And what happened? It's just a spirit that was thrown, whether through a dream or a person. Even another lady was introduced. And this power came to this lady.
Now,
I want to finish before I forget. So when this woman loses control, she's sleeping with any man. The husband is forced by circumstances to cast her out. So that marriage is broken because this lady is out. We have seen many. Apostle says, I have lost control and now I am losing my marriage. Things have gone and I cannot do anything. These are one category. Category two of the same ladies, their husbands are attacked. When their husbands are attacked, their strength of a man is taken away. This man cannot perform as a man. So the lady stays in that marriage for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Frustration comes.
And she's over.
And when this frustration comes, she cannot respect this man because he is not performing as a man.
Yeah, he's not.
So she continues to mock him when the frustrations have come. And then furthermore, she stays and say, what am I guarding myself for? I have given him 5 years, 10 years, or 7 years. He has not performed. I have seen a lady falling away from grace, sinning, because once you fall away from grace, the Bible says you shall go to fornication. So fornication and other things is a result of falling away from grace. And this woman says, I am guilty. And at the same time, I am having, so I have a mixture of guilty because I did what I never wanted to do. And I have a mixture of another joy because what this man could not do to me for the last 10 years in our marriage, being faithful to him, this, I got it. And I was able to get it. So you see this woman now, has already gone to fornication, and God, we can't call it adultery, because God also eats it, already she has been defiled. And the marriage is also, the attack is also continuing, because the plan of God is now destroyed there. What happened? Frustration of the husband. Then there are others, when the man is not that he is weak, he is strong, but also he has the same spirit. So constantly going out. So what happened to this woman? Also, she gets the spirit of revenge. She wants to go out. I was hearing a case as some couples, some men of God were trying to help the couple. The husband cannot function when the wife is there. He cannot touch the wife. But when he goes out and meets another woman, he functions. What is that? An attack. So those men were trying to bring this man in control and tell him, man, even if this is happening, you are not supposed to do like that. The man is saying, what do I do? My wife knows. We have tried with her. I don't function. But when I see somebody else, I function. So this man did not help the man, because they never knew this is a spiritual attack. Because if a man can function when he sees another woman, but when he comes to the wife,
that's an devil.
There is nothing that can happen. That's an attack. So look at that marriage now. It's not happy. They are not happy. They are together. Wife and the husband, they are there. They are not happy. But they are together. Because there is an attack in the mind of the man, in the body of the man, that is leading the lady into frustration. And this lady now is not happy. So devil has so many tactics that he can enter through this way, can enter through that way, and the end result, he will frustrate you. There are couples, they don't have any problem with business. They don't have a problem with even having children. They have them already. But intimacy between them is having a problem. So what happened? The man tries to go out. And when he goes out, he's fulfilled. He is able to perform the way he wants to perform. But when he comes to the wife,
because of even the battles, the struggle.
There is struggle, but the key thing is the attack. And when you ask this man, why are you doing this to your wife? It's good if this is the lifestyle you have chosen. Allow the wife to go and then marry another. Say, I love my wife so much. Look at that. That's the irony of it. I love my wife so much, I can't leave her. But now, why are you doing this? There is something I feel for her. I don't feel for other women. But when I come to her, I cannot do anything. But when I go to the other women, I'm able to do. These are forces of darkness. And this is making men not to be happy. So when the devil knows, he will attack you and take away your joy, take away your unity, even if he cannot kill totally that marriage. You walk separate ways and the other walk separate ways. He will make sure you are together, you don't talk. You are together, you don't reason the same. You are together, but quarrels are the order of the day. No peace. The God of peace does not live in your house. Jehovah Shalom does not know the way to your house. Because there is no peace in that house. And what men need most in the house, they need peace. There is nothing else that a man needs from the wife around home more than peace. You want a peace of mind. You want there to be given time to cool down. That's where a man feels now he wants to rest. Because everywhere a man is harassed. When you go out here, there's a lot of things. When you come home, you want a woman who will give you peace. You hear most of men are saying, my wife is giving me stress. He is making my pressure go up. He is making this. And the wife does not understand that what she is doing is provoking you to be where you are. Because also she is seeing it normal. Because when you are under attack, you don't see. Uliambiwa akili potea macho fungana. So you don't see things. You don't see the way it's supposed to. Let me ask you, how can a man in his normal sense leave his wife with one child or two children and go and begin to bring up other 5 children or 10 children with another woman who is even older than even his wife? How can that happen? In normal circumstances, it does not happen in normal environment. There must be some manipulations somewhere. It does not happen like that. So when we hear people say, so and so went and the wife is doing ABCD, understand it's true. There are some forces that manipulate love. There are some forces that manipulate relationship. So if you stay away from God, you will likely end to be a victim. You will not be able to enjoy that which you are supposed to enjoy. One couple, I remember them every time I'm talking about manipulation. They loved God. They loved each other. They had children, 2 of them, and they were very happy, a boy and a girl. Very happy in that marriage relationship. And something happened. They loved God and they were serving God. What happened? There's a lady who came to the church. Simply, she wanted to tear this couple apart and have the man, because the man was good. And what happened? She went to the witch doctor with her photo. And she gave some sacrifices and what? And they came. On a daily basis, she used to be sometimes given lifts as they come from the church, going for a crusade, going for missions, because they could just carry her around with their car, because men of God are generous. And what happened one day, when she knew she has done what she wanted to do, she left her photo. When she left her photo inside the car, the following day when the husband was going to work, saw that photo. There was handrest where she lives, and her photo. And it's not ordinary photo. Power had been released to it. And when that power was released to it, when a man looked at it, the desire to see that woman came. He could not work until he traced her dress. And that woman wanted to have an affair with this man. But this man
to seal the covenant.
To seal the covenant, but then weaken him. Because there are some women, when they sleep with you, you become weak. Weak in mind, not even weak anywhere else. In reasoning, in the heart, and in the mind. So you can't reason, you can't get things right, because that is a covenant, ordination of them. And this man, the wife was very prayerful. She was praying. Those forces were cut. So the woman would not get that man even after that spell. And she went back again and asked the man who had done that, why can't we overcome this man? And she was told, this woman, the wife to this man, is very prayerful and protective. So you can't get to the husband, not unless you weaken her. So over time, she's friend of the two. Friends. That's why you need to be very discerning. Who are you welcoming near you? And what are you receiving?
Yeah.
So this friend continuously coming home, visiting one another, doing a lot of things together, prayer together, fellowship together, going to eat together, coming home, even helping you to do some duties. Help. Is a friend, a sister in the church, a friend. You welcome her even in the kitchen. She can do everything. And what she took the chance as she got opportunity. She also made sure she has casted a spell to the woman. And the woman was not able to pray. So over time, prayer life died. And when the prayer life of the woman died over time, she was able to strike now. And she slept with the husband. The rest is the story. Marriage was damaged. For months, for years, the couple that had a good destiny was torn apart. The husband would beat the wife. They left the church. They left everything. Pastors tried everything to bring them together. But those months, the devil broke them into pieces. The devil made them suffer. The people were supposed to be happy. Later, some years back, they came back together. But after a lot of injuries in that marriage. So there are some things that happen. You think they are ordinary. They are not ordinary.
Not.
So once you marry and you relent in prayer, you don't raise the standard of your prayer, you are inviting trouble. Because spiritual attacks will come. And that is the door that many couples left wide open. They don't pray. They don't seek God. They left that door wide open for manipulation. Especially if you have a destiny, it will be attacked. Definitely, you will suffer attack. And you will not enjoy that marriage. You will not enjoy that relationship. Though you are destined to enjoy, but you left the door open for the enemy. You have to guard and keep watch. You watch the other person through prayer. There is a duty here. The husband is to protect the wife through prayer. And the wife is to protect the husband through prayer. You must keep watching for each other. There is the way to compass one another. There is a way to cleave to one another. And especially now to the women, men are more vulnerable when it comes to marriage attack more than the women. I say men are more vulnerable when it comes to attack to the marriage more than women. That's why the man is told to cleave. That is why the woman is told to compass. Jeremiah 31 verse 22. You compass that man, protect him, guard him. If you don't guard that man, he's more likely, he's the hand. The devil deals with the hand. The attack, before even Eve was attacked, it is Adam that was attacked first. Because Adam became passive. The devil was still there. See, when Adam was still there. So the devil did not begin with Adam, with Eve. He had dealt with Adam before he came to Eve. It is not written. How could a man be told something to do and he just stays there? He was told God, told do this. He broke the word. He could have found the shepherd and killed it even before it came to the wife. And the Bible tells me she took the fruit that he gave the husband who was with her. So the husband was not even far away.
Yeah.
He had become passive. So the devil will attack you. There are men who will never be immoral. They will not sleep with another woman. But they lose their authority. They don't direct. They don't guide. They don't father. They don't give leadership, authority to the family. The family becomes weak. Women are also attacking their attitude. They can't submit. Mtu anakausha kichwa tu, just from nowhere. She does not want to be told. She does not want to listen. So when you rise sometimes, you start talking to your wife, she does not want to listen to you. She does not want, and you also go up, you will make a mistake. When you see she has raised herself up, pray first. Pray. When you pray, leave her. As she is doing whatever she is doing, go and pray. Come back to her again. She will hear you. Because you have rebuked the demon, the visitor that wanted to visit. But the couples, you think some things are automatic. Some things are automatic. That's what you think. So no time for prayer. No time to be with the other person in prayerfully. And then you think things will change and become the way they normally are supposed to be. No, you lie. So, if the character will be not attacked, some things will come to manipulate the way you see things. All of a sudden, the man was good, you see the behavior has changed. All of a sudden, the woman was submissive, you see her behavior has changed. The joy is taken away from that family. Children are not receiving the attention that they are supposed to receive because mother and father are not together. And the devil is fighting that. The seed of the righteous shall become great. So that greatness is one the devil does not want you to have time to nurture them. Now, look at this. The original gift of the woman is to nurture. That's the type of, the character of God that the woman took is nurturing. Jehovah is called Jehovah El Shaddai. El Shaddai. El is God or Jehovah. Shaddai is many breasts. So Jehovah Shaddai means God who has many breasts. So you can take yours, the other one can take us. So the breasts are given to the woman, not to the man. Nurturing. So those qualities of nurturing, if the woman cannot cool down and nurture things, they will not be. So attack comes. The wife does not want to hear. Because aliambiwa akili potea, macho fungana. So he does not understand, who is this man talking to me? Why should I submit? Why should I do this? And then the woman rebels. The man also, because the two of them are in attack, the man also goes, the spirit goes high. Why should this woman not do that? Instead of them, the devil is here. Wisdom is lacking between the two of them. So what happened? They start fighting. From there now, they build an altar of quarrels and fighting and strives and struggle in the home. When you introduce it, it dwells there. So there's some wives fighting is not a problem. Beating one another is not a problem. And they go to church. When at the happy day, they say this is a happy day. We are happy today. The other day when they start beating one another, you will not believe. It's the brother and sister. See, it was a bad day today that things are like this. So we need to guard our families. We need to pray. We need to understand that the enemy is not happy. He cannot just sit there and watch you enjoy life. Some are stopped from getting married. It's not usual. When you have everything, you are born again, you are God-fearing, you have a good job, you have everything, and then you can't get married, something is wrong somewhere. You need to fight it. If you cannot fight it, it will not break. And it is easy for the devil to make you pretend.